Hey there, Star Wars Legion folks. Welcome back to Dice Commando and another Lazy Legion Sunday here on Dice Commando. Thank you for tuning in. So a couple weeks back, we saw Gar Saxon come out. And I got to be honest, my first impression was that he wasn't that good, but Home Slice has been growing on me. So I want to run down him today as well as how he kind of fits in with all the other crazy stuff that we saw drop this week.
A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando.
Hey there, Legion folks. Thanks for tuning back in. I hope your week has been well and you rolled lots of crits this week. So, yeah, talking Gar Saxon today. Now, I got to be honest, two things. I keep calling this guy Pre-Vizsla. It's probably going to happen today. I don't know why it's happening in my head. I think it's because I was hoping maybe we would see a Pre. That said, I guess with Gar being a commander, maybe we won't see Pre for a while. So we'll see how that all fits in. And to be clear, I know Pre died to put Maul in charge, which, that's why it wouldn't work. But a guy can hope, right? A guy can hope and dream. And, the other thing with him is, that what you'll notice right away is that, he works for Maul, right? He works for those guys. But don't forget, he was an Imperial, right? He was an Imperial Super Commando. He was leading those dudes. So I was a little surprised that he didn't. I mean, we knew early on, because we had seen his box art, like, in the Wayback Machine, that he was only going to work Shadow. But, that's kind of a bummer, right? Because he definitely was on the Imperial side, but you can't have everything. So let's run down this guy today, looking at his unit card. So he's 105 points, which is that's Rex-ish range, right? That's pretty cool. He has 5-2 health. So I guess in my head there's a lot of comparisons here to Rex, right? And I think maybe that's why when I read it the first time I wasn't as impressed. But he plays different now that we've seen the Super Commandos, how they fit in. So jump 2, he has Allies of Convenience, so he could bring more Mandos. We gotta see, or by Mandos, of course, I mean the Super Commandos. So we'll see how that ends up working out. He does have Compel, which can be very, very, very good, especially when you're doing it to dudes with 3 speed. We have Impervious, right, which is your standard Mando thing. And we have Sharpshooter 1. We do not have Gunslinger, which is interesting, but I mean, it makes sense when we look at his package. We do have Surge to Crit. We have Surge to Defend. So for 105 points, Home Slice is going to be really hard to kill. Do note, though, that the 2 Courage has, it's come up before, right? We've all played a 2 Courage commander before, and it does come up more often than you'd like it. All right, his Westars are 1-2 with a red, 2 blacks, and a white with Pierce 1. That's pretty solid. And then he's throwing 2 reds in melee. He's got a full boat of upgrades, including 2 armament slots, which is that's pretty interesting, right? So we'll go ahead and check out his stuff first. So his sniper rifle. This is the one I think that when I first looked at his unit card in a vacuum, I wasn't as impressed, but his sniper rifle's pretty good, right? So 1-4. Right? Remember, when he closes, he can still use when he closes a 1-2. If he does, he can still use the normal gun, right? So he's throwing a rainbow here, single rainbow, high velocity. He has lethal, but also has long shot. So it could be a 5 range. But then I don't know where you're necessarily getting all the aims for that. I mean, because you want to spend it and have it be pierced, right? I mean, that's kind of what you want to do as a sniper. So lethal is always, this gun looks pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of lethal because I like, especially when you're rolling that white or whatever, but extra dice are extra dice, and he does Surge to Crit. He then has the jetpack rockets. I like this one because most of the jetpack rockets we've seen are an expendable. This is, or a consumable, I guess, right? The one-time use. This one has cycle, so you can use it potentially 3 times over the game. 3 reds at 2-3 with Blast and Impact. So that's pretty cool. It's Impact 2, actually. And then his Flame Projector, I kind of like his Flame Projector has Blast. It's at range 1 or melee. You can use it melee. This one's consumable, though, right? So you only get one use out of this, which is interesting. But it's only 5 points. So it has Blast and Spray. So think about that. Like, if you drop this guy in the middle of like a droid squad or something, you could roll 1 S-ton O dice. That's pretty good. It's suppressive for what that's worth when you're in that use. Now, looking at this, he can run 2 of these, right? So, but you're probably not running the flame projector and the rifle together, probably, right? So I could definitely see running the jetpack and the flame projector, or the jetpack, and maybe not even using the jetpack rockets, because that's 15 points for the sniper, 10 for the jetpacks. That's a lot, right, to run them both. So maybe you're running the sniper by itself. We'll have to see when you're building how your points work out. But that's I don't know. The sniper rifle looks pretty good to me. But if you're he's got speed 3. He's got the Mando thing. So if you are trying to close to like that range 2 or whatever, and you think you're going to get in melee, maybe you're running a different package. So anyway, very cool. Lots of options there, which you would expect of Mandalorians, right? Lots of trinkets and gadgets. All right, let's move on to his command cards now. One of the things they say on the the Asmodee site, kind of the thing for him, is that he uses it's his strength and underhanded tactics, are represented by his command cards. And like, I'm not really seeing anything necessarily like underhanded here, right? There's no like kill one of your dudes to do something great. I don't know. Anyway, but that's kind of where my head is on this. But some of these are pretty good, right? So his 1 pip marked for elimination, he gains, so it's himself. Gar gains 2 aim tokens, so there's the 2 aims you need for, right, your lethal and your long shot. That's pretty cool, right? So maybe you're probably playing this early to try and get a shot 5 off and lay something into somebody. Choose an enemy unit. It doesn't say at certain range. That unit gains 4 observation tokens and 2 suppression tokens. Now, the second half of that implies to maybe you're not using it super early, right? Because you basically, I think you want to give him the 2 aims to like make the cool shot, but also have somebody basically hanging their butt out there in the open so that your other Mandos can move in and just swarm the dude, right? And again, you're super commandos. So that's kind of my thought there. Again, they have speed 3, so they can definitely do their thing. All right, 2 pip, fight another day. So this is Gar Saxon and 2 troopers, but he cannot issue orders beyond range 1. So basically you're in a cluster with presumably some other super commandos, right? Everybody moving across the board super fast. When he issues an order to a unit, that unit gains 1 dodge. Like, those guys need more because they're crazy good. Gar Saxon and each friendly gain outmaneuver. So that's not the ones that you issued the order to, right? So your other Imperial super commandos, because it's your specialists, right? So are going to gain outmaneuver, which is good, right? So then you can cancel crits. So, that's kind of the point there, is like, do they really need it? Well, they do if they're taking crits, so fair enough. And then victory or death, Gar and 2 troopers as well. When he issues an order to a unit, that unit gains 1 aim. Gar Saxon and each friendly gain outmaneuver. Same thing there. Thing is that they don't necessarily gain those dodge tokens. So very, very cool. Yeah. So this guy and where he fits in overall, like I said, I wasn't super excited about him originally, but now as I'm kind of looking at his unit cards, how he fits in, I think I'm probably going to run this. Like, I think I would probably run the sniper with him, but there's definitely an argument with his command cards specifically that you kind of want to have him in the front with your Mandos, right? Doing like the shoot and scoot thing. So I'm very curious to see how this will all turn out. What are you guys excited about? How are you guys looking at playing him? Yeah, let me know. Very, very cool. As far as I do have the paint job image over there. They've got him, in the same markup. It's very, very canon there. I think you could do a lot of cool ways to paint him. Also, we did see that he has an alternate figure or an alternate build, really. It's the same legs, but he's also using the shield, which is interesting because he himself does not have a shield access, right? Whereas this other super commandos do. So that's kind of interesting. But, it's not always what you see is what you get, and it doesn't necessarily apply. So either way, very, very cool stuff. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Are you excited about... I know a lot of people are very excited about Shadow Collective stuff. I was not very excited. Now that I'm starting to see, like, the Mando stuff. We'll see how it builds out. it would be kind of cool to just be able to like run a whole bunch of super commandos, right? Do like a death watch thing, kind of cool. I mean, I know it's not, yeah, I get it canon wise, but it would be kind of cool there, right? So anyway, let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm super excited about it. Thank you for tuning in, and go Commando.